Well, hello, and welcome to the fucking Booty Bass. And welcome to our day one explainer of our exercises here for the Peachy Performance Program. Now, if you want to know a little bit more about the programs, the reps, the sets, and how and why we're doing things, you can go and watch the other video where I explain this. But in this video, Brittany and myself are going to be going through and showing you in a little bit more detail how you can modify and vary the exercises to make them work for you, your strength level, your experience, or whatever equipment that you may or may not have available. So, let's get crack-a-lacking into the workout. Our first exercise, we're coming through our chin-ups. So, in the program, we have 3 sets of 3 to 10 reps. So, Brittany, come on over, and we're first going to start with what I would ideally like to be seeing everybody doing, which is a bodyweight chin-up. So, coming all the way up, boom, squeeze, chest to the bar, nice flat back, coming all the way down, perfect textbook rep. Now, obviously, that is going to be quite hard for a lot of people, so if you have access to bands, then we can use bands. Now, I want to be seeing at least 3 reps. So if you can do 1 bodyweight chin-up, that's great, but I want to see at least a minimum of 3. So if you can't get 3, then you need to be using a band. To be able to perform that many, this is how we get in, push the band all the way down, foot over the top, and now we're getting more assistance on the way up, like so. Boom, boom, again, hopefully we're shooting anywhere between 3 to 10. Now, just quickly, if you can do a band and you can get more than 10 reps, okay, so the maximum amount of reps I want you to be doing here is 10 reps. So if you can comfortably do that with a band, then you need to start taking the band away so that you're not going to be able to use that anymore, boom, and then come back down to body weight. Or alternatively, if you can do more than 10 reps with your body weight, then you need to start adding weight to your body. We're not going to demonstrate that here. Hopefully you have something you can do. And actually, you know what, Britt, can you do it? Wait, Jill,
We'll find out.
We can try it. We can try it. Give me 2 seconds here. Weight strap here, which we can use. If you have one of these available, your gym might have one. If not, well, I'll show you how to use a dumbbell. Boom, like so. Step on in there for me, Brittany.
Hey.
Whoops the daisy, son. Welcome to the fucking booty base. All right, get this out of here. Bang, bang. All right, jump up, Britt. Now, full hang. And this is how we fucking do it. Come on, girl. Go. Ah, yes, she's jacked. Very nice, Brittany Burke. Woo! All right, coming down. Now, lastly, you might not have one of those. So another way you can do this, I'll do this one for you, Britt, is you put it in between your legs, a dumbbell like this, and you can hold on, and now just squeeze really tight, and you can do weight jumps like that as well. Now, if all those variations are too hard, then we can come through and we can have a crack at a suspension trainer. So, if you don't mind demonstrating this, all right, out like so. And then rowing up, and the lower you can go, the harder it's going to be. So try to pick a variation again that's going to be challenging between a 3 to 10 rep range, probably more towards like 8 to 10 with these. And this is a really great way just to build that strength. Alternatively, lastly, we can come over here and we can try our leg assisted chin-ups. I don't think you've ever done this.
No, I haven't. You're
going to try it for the first time, okay? And I'm going to teach and cue it so you can understand. So come underneath the bar facing it this way. Sitting down on the ground, pretty much. And then you're going to reach up and you're going to grab onto the bar. Underhand grip. Perfect. Now, bring those feet back so that we're going to be directly up and down like this. Okay, come up onto your tippy toes for me, Britt. Perfect. Now, from here, pulling directly up, chest to the bar. Go, 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 go. Squeeze, and then lower all the way down. Fantastic. Now, what we do here is we use as much of our legs as we need to, but only as much as we need, so we're still doing most of the work with our lats. Can you feel that?
Yeah.
Feels fucking mad. And this right here, trust me, is actually, for some people, not harder, but better, because they can connect and feel their lats. We had these in one of the programs a few months ago, and they feel so fucking amazing and so fucking juicy. So, for some of you girls, if you would like to do that, then it's actually, in my opinion, sometimes a better way than doing banded chin-ups. Just because it's something different for your body to do, where you can control the movement and you can just do something different and work in a higher rep range. So, they're your options. Or if not, do a lat pull down. All right. Alrighty guys, next step we have our push-ups. Now just quickly, you can actually superset the chin-ups and the push-ups together, and that's probably going to be a better way to do things, just so we can save a bit of time. So pair those 2 exercises together. Now, what we're going to be doing is anywhere between 6 to 10 reps here, minimum 6 reps with whatever variation you can handle, which we're going to go through and show you in a moment. But once you can get 3 sets of 10 reps, then you have to make a harder variation, and you have to make sure you can either add weight or go to a harder progression. Starting with the easiest progression, which is actually going to be in a box push-up for you, Brittany. So we're going to start like like this, okay? And then hands a little bit wider, and then coming all the way down to the ground, and really just stretching through the chest. And you can actually deliberately keep those hips up a little bit even higher, Britt, and just lower the body down. Now, it feels a little bit awkward, and I'll show you a better variation than this in a moment. Next, we can come into our knee push-ups, where our knees go back a little bit, and we keep our hips actually all the way down, body in one nice straight line. We can go down like this, and up, and that works really well for most people. But what I'd actually probably rather see is coming up onto an incline like this. So come all the way up here for me, Brittany. Now, again, I want this to be working so you're really challenged within a 6 to 10 rep range. So we have to pick a height which is appropriate for this. So the lower that go for me, Britt. The lower that the barbell is, the harder these push-ups are going to be. The higher the barbell is, the easier it's going to be. Now, a lot of you ladies can probably handle push-ups on your feet, but for those of you who are beginners and you have an elevation or something like this that you can adjust, this is a really great way to progressively overload your push-ups by starting at a higher level, lowering it, and getting lower and lower down to the ground, where we can then progress onto our regular push-ups, where we come all the way down and then up. And if that's a little bit too hard, then what we can do is lower down to the ground, up on your feet. Yep.
Oh, sorry.
Control, pause, knees up, and perform them like so. Now, this is the first of our push-ups in this program. We're doing push-ups across all 3 days, but on this particular variation, okay, or this particular day, we're starting with them, we're going hard and heavy, and this is going to be like the main push-ups to really set the week up. The other push-up variations are actually slightly harder, but they're going to be able to help this push-up variation get fucking stronger. All right, ladies. Now we're moving into the big bulk, and the only time we're doing barbell squats on this program. So Brittany, come on up and make sure we get that back really nice and tight. Stepping all the way back, deep breath in, brace our core. Shoot the hips back into the way the heels, drive the knees out, get as low as we comfortably can, driving all the way up. Last program we had pauses, so hopefully we're going to get really strong with our just regular reps here. Now what we're doing on the program is 4 sets. The first one's really hard, between 10 to 12 reps. The last one is going to be between, the second is between 8 to 10. The last one is going to be really heavy for 4 to 6 reps. Now all of those should look like this. Deep breath, come all the way down. Boom, drive up and out of the hold. Less pause at the bottom, Britt. So just come down, boom, come up, perfect. However, we do one more back down set. That back down set is constant tension, and it should look faster like this. So Britt, go all the way down, boom, come up, and then you're going straight back down without locking out. Don't squeeze up top. Boom, straight down. So for your 4th and final set, this is how I want to see the reps. I want to see you moving up and down like so. Now, if that's too challenging and too difficult with the barbell, that's okay. Walking forward for me. Because a lot of you girls might not be able to do 12 to 20 reps, constant tension with the barbell, but you might be able to do them for your heavier work. So if it is too much, then just come into a dumbbell goblet squat for the last one, so you can work in that higher rep range all the way down, up, boom, and you can still get that high rep set without having to worry about doing it with a barbell, because it is quite uncomfortable and very challenging, especially if you are a beginner. All right. All right. Now we are coming on in for our sumo deadlifts. Now we're following the exact same protocol, so we're going to be going gradually heavier every single set, but you can watch the other video to understand how we're doing things. This is about the technique. So shins touching the fucking bar. If you'd really like to, also let me quickly mention, you can do conventionals. Brittany is quivering in her boots right now because she's demonstrating the sumo, and she normally likes conventional, so I don't mind whichever you want to do what you prefer best. But first, let's demonstrate sumo. Shins vertical, pulling really tight, getting those pits to our pockets, okay, driving, pushing up until the barbell gets to the knees, snapping through with the hips, squeeze, reverse back down, and we're just going to tap the ground. So tap, and then come straight back up. Normally, I like cueing and coaching to stop and reset like this, so do a reset for me, Britt. So down, reset every time, and actually stop and do a dead lift off the ground. But with this one, we're just going to be just literally just tapping the ground, up through, down, tap, up through. It allows you to pull heavy weight. Don't stop at the knees, just keep going. Yeah, tap, up, straight through, perfect, good. Down, tap, up through, and that's how I want the reps to look like. All right, now just quickly do a conventional.
Thank you.
There you go, she hates sumos. I hate conventionals, okay? Boom, drive through, squeeze. Now, the difference between sumos and conventionals, sumos work a little bit more quads, conventionals work a little bit more hammies, but they also work the back a little bit more as well. So it doesn't matter, there's no right or wrong, you can pick whichever you like, but do sumos because I think they're best. All right. Now, ladies, that is the bulk of the program done. After those first 4 exercises, you should have drained almost all of your energy, okay? Especially on those squats and those motherfucking deadlifts. 4 sets of those, holy moly. Alright, he put a lot of fucking energy into those. That's the only time we're doing squats and deadlifts on this program, pretty much at least. But, okay, now we're going to be finishing off with a nice tasty little tricep to give some love to the shoulders and to the buys and triceps, which is also going to help us to get stronger at our push-ups and our chin-ups. So our first exercise is going to be a dumbbell Cuban press. So we're going to go into an upright row. We're going to externally rotate all the way up. We're going to push. We're going to come down. We're going to reverse on the way back down. Yeah, perfect. Now that internal rotation is a little bit tricky. Up, out, drive, down, internally rotate, and then come down like so. So that movement there, we're not going to be trying to go super, super heavy, but we are going to try to get a really good feel, a really good burn, a really good connection. And it's just nice to work the muscles in a way that we wouldn't ordinarily kind of use things with this internal and external rotation. So we can just keep the shoulders nice and healthy, nice and gunk-free, so we can live and lift a little bit more healthy. Now, after that, we're going to be coming straight over and coming into our tricep extensions. Now, doing this with the rope, we're going to use these straps here because they feel pretty fucking jacked. So, hands in. And if you want to use these down here at the booty base, you can actually loop your hands in like that. It feels really good. So step in nice and close. And then now, Brittany, what we're going to be doing is bringing our arms all the way down so we have a full stretch on the triceps. So bring it all out for me, Britt. Up, 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 up.
Sorry.
This is the start position, okay? Full stretch of the triceps. As we bring our forearms down, we separate and we bring out to the side. We really squeeze all through the back of the arms. Keep going for it, Britt. You're doing about 3 or 4 reps. Boom, boom. I also like leaning forward just a little bit just to kind of get the arms out of the way.
That's better.
Yeah, it feels better like that?
Yeah.
Beautiful. So if you stand really upright, it just feels a little bit off. That slight lean in the hips feels really good. Try to keep the elbows exactly in place. We don't want to see them moving around. We want to see them tight and make sure that the triceps are doing all of the fucking work. Trust me when I say these creep up out of nowhere, and by the time you get to about like rep 8, if you're using a heavy enough weight, to really start to burn, make sure you stay strict and really just drive and get that mind-muscle connection, get that burn. Finishing off with our dumbbell curls. Now, I don't mind how you do these. If you want to go together, you can go together. If you want to alternate, you can. But now, same thing, keeping our elbows by our side and then curling up, squeeze the bicep and then lower all the way down. And I want to see it come to a full stretch every single time. So all the way down, completely stretch. Think about actually squeezing the tricep before you come back up. That means we've maximally stretched the biceps. Now, why are we doing that? Let me fucking tell you. If you want to be able to get a fucking chin up, you're gonna need to be able to be doing it from a full hang so you can actually fully lengthen the arm to a point where the biceps relaxed, and then you can drive and squeeze all the way up. So, as I mentioned, these triceps and bicep curls are really here just to help us get stronger at our push-ups and chin-ups because that's the specialization for this month. And that's our day 1 workout done and dusted. So, ladies and gentlemen, keep smashing it, fanging it, banging it. Keep on getting the fucking reps until we see you next time. You stay absolutely
bootyful.